I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I know many of you are only here because of this car. I sold the body kit for the Mustang. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen that I had sold it. I actually found a buyer really quickly, and he's a local guy, so there may come a time in the future where you guys see more GT350 content, but as far as my Mustang goes, we will no longer be doing the body kit on the car. There's a few reasons for that, but the main one is just that I don't want to sand fiberglass anymore. I can't continue to make YouTube videos just sitting here sanding fiberglass. It's just not realistic for the scope of my YouTube channel. And if you watch like bigger channels, they'll put on a whole body kit and mock it up and then send it somewhere else. And the reason why they do that is because there are professionals that specialize in this, and they have a shop that's dedicated just for doing body work. And in my case, I just work out of my garage. I just reached this point where I decided that I want my car to be clean. I'm really tired of my Mustang being in shambles and always looking like it's a piece of crap, because this is a great car and I feel like it's not getting the attention it deserves, even if I sat there and sanded the fiberglass forever. Now, don't get me wrong, I definitely really like the way the GT350 kit looks. The main issue is that I don't have the skills to finish it, and it sucks because like we put a lot of work into this, which we're gonna be undoing a bit of today. And so I may be taking a step back on the GT350 look, but ultimately I think that the car is just gonna be a lot cleaner. And as I'm getting older, I'm seeing new aftermarket bumpers and things come into the Mustang space, and I'm realizing I don't have to do all this bodywork myself. Like, there are better options for this car that are going to allow me to continue to make videos and continue to progress with this car, because if it's just going to be sitting like this forever neglected, I might as well sell it. And I don't want to do that. I never intend to sell this car, but I just need a deep breath. I need a fresh start on it. I want to be excited about making videos about this car again. And since I don't have a shop space, the GT350 kit just had to go. With that said, I hope you guys didn't think I was putting the stock bumper back on, because like, I stand by it. I don't like the way that this stock front end looks. I'd rather have the GT350 bumper than that one. However, we do have a new bumper hiding behind all of these protege parts. So this bumper here is a new aftermarket bumper, and it essentially has the top half of a Mustang GT bumper with all the OEM fitment points. However, the bottom half has the GT500 lower grille and fog light mounting locations. So the reason why I really like this one, well, for one, it has the factory mounting locations. That's a huge thing. I don't have to do any body work to try to make the bumper fit the car. But also, I don't know if I've ever talked about this on the channel, but back in the day, when I first bought the GT350 kit in the first place, my other consideration was trying to do the GT500 front end conversion, but ultimately it was just really expensive. This one kind of gives you the best of both worlds. You can run any Mustang GT upper grille. You don't have to run the Shelby one, and then you don't have to worry about having like Shelby badges and all that good stuff, but you still get the lower styling. And I believe that the GT500 fog lights will still go in there. So we have some new opportunities for customization, which I always like, as you guys know. But before we can get this to fit onto the car, we have to undo some of the work that we've previously done. So of course, the turn signals that I have on the car right now are actually for an S550. The S550 turn signals actually line up with the Duraflex S550 style bumper. And so these are wired to the car. They have like the sequential and the running light. So I'm a little bit sad to be losing these because I really like the way these turn signals look, but the shape of them is just completely different. It's not going to fit with this bumper. So that's one of our trade-offs here, is we're going to have to go back to the old style turn signals. I'm pretty sure I still have my turn signals, but I can't find them. So I'm going to be looking around for those. We'll add them onto the car in a later episode. But for the time being, we have to cut off all this stuff that I fabricated and welded on here. It's a little bit jank looking back on things, but it was a really big learning process for me. So we're gonna go ahead and remove these turn signals and get her back to a somewhat stock orientation. All right, so this is kind of the first impressions. Wow, the lighting is just, couldn't be much worse than that. So obviously nothing's bolted down yet. I can't quite get the driver's side to shift all the way back in place. I think that the foam on the crash member up front is kind of keeping it from sliding back. So I'm gonna pull the bumper back off, pull the foam off, you know, do all that good stuff. But this is just kind of give you guys a rough idea. I think that the styling of this bumper is just so much better. Like I said earlier, it's got that the evil GT500 grin. Love the way that looks. And it just like, it's so much simpler. Whereas with the Duraflex stuff, to get to a point where I could actually just slide the bumper onto the car was taking me like weeks. I mean, you guys didn't see it in the video, but it was just so much body work and so much sanding, and it was nightmarish, and it kind of just made me not want to work on this car. But now seeing this like just quickly come together within a matter of minutes, I'm just so stoked to kind of do something different and have this car looking and functioning well again. So I'm gonna work on it a little bit and I'll update you guys in just a moment. Alrighty guys, so I am quite happy with how this is turning out. There's a couple little things I want to do to adjust the bumper fitment a little bit. I'm not completely satisfied with the fitment on this side. I think I can get a little bit closer. I was just having a tough time getting the bracket to fit all the way through, but I just need to like drill the holes out in the fiberglass and adjust things as it goes. But all in all, I would say the fitment on this and the starting point that you get from this bumper as opposed to the Duraflex one is just night and day. Fits way better. There's no like awkward gaps in the body panels and stuff. No body work required to get it to mount up, which is just so nice. I think I just deserve it after all these years of trying to make that other thing work. Ultimately, it just wasn't for me. And this is gonna be a much better route in the long run and for the longevity of this YouTube channel. Now, of course, we still have a lot of work to do. I need to find some fog lights and do some wiring and find some turn signals. I think I still have my old smoked turn signals, so I may run those for the time being. If you guys have recommendations on different lights or parts you guys wanna see, also, I need a grill. So if you have a recommendation for an upper grill, what you guys want to see, definitely leave it in the comments below, because at this point it's kind of a fresh start. I kind of have a plan, but all in all, I'd say there's a lot of room for things to change. So if you guys want to see something, definitely let me know. I'm open to ideas. Alright guys, so I just finished editing all that you guys just saw with like installing the bumper and whatnot, and I gotta say this one is definitely going to be a hard one for me to upload. One thing that I didn't really talk about or that you guys didn't see in all this is that I have been out of college now for a little over 4 months and I still don't have a job. I would love to you know, finally make money. I chose mechanical engineering because I enjoy designing and fabricating and working on systems, but also because I thought there was going to be a good job market. Of course, like the moment I get out of college is the exact moment where there's just no jobs anywhere. It's been a little bit tough, and I wish that I could just hold on to every single project, or if I had unlimited money to just fork into this car and have a body shop do it, but I need to be realistic and just come back to the idea that this channel is projects that I do myself. I don't really want to send the car to a body shop and pay thousands of dollars, because at that point it's like not it doesn't feel like a personal project car anymore. It just feels like I'm paying someone else to modify the car for me. That's no fun. I do have a plan for the Mustang. It's the first car that started this channel. I will sell every other car before I get rid of it, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm just selling the body kit so that way I can convert it back to stock to sell it off or anything like that. If anything, I'll probably sell the other cars before I sell the Mustang. But what I will say is that there are some things coming up in my life that are going to lead to some difficult decisions about cars being made, and I will keep the Mustang as long as I possibly can. But as far as the other two cars go, I don't know how long I can keep them. I'm trying to keep all 3 cars, but keeping 3 cars when you don't have a job and there's no end in sight for your job search is pretty difficult to justify. I can't just float forever with 3 cars, but that is life. Cars are not forever. You can always buy more cars. You can always sell one and then buy it back later when you have more space. I feel like I'm being put in this situation because I need to learn something, and if there's one thing that I haven't had to learn yet, it's learning to let go of things. And I just hoard things. I hoard cars. I just want all of them. I wish I could have one of each of all these cars that I want, but realistically speaking, it doesn't make sense for me to have all 3 of them. So there may be a difficult decision in the near future. I'm trying not to have that be the case, but we'll see. Nothing is guaranteed. Maybe I can keep all 3 and keep this going for longer, or maybe not. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. It's a bit of a short update for you guys. Next video is about the Protege. We finally got some more parts coming back in for that. And I think that I finally solved the jigsaw puzzle of getting all these little fittings for the oil cooler and all these random things. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like down below. It really helps out the channel when you guys do that. And oh, if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, do join that. There's a link on the channel, and I'm going to be putting a link in the descriptions of videos from now on. So if you like Minecraft, we have a Minecraft server, and that's all included in the Discord. So hop over on Discord. Hope to see you guys over there, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.